Good morning. It has been probably 2 years since I've done a drive video. I was crazy busy. I would be doing these video content pieces in the morning drive time, and I'm getting crazy busy again, so I'm going to maximize my use of time and tell you a story. So today's topic is concentration, and I don't mean concentration intellectually. I mean concentration of resources in a small business and how it is so bad. So it's readily apparent to everybody you shouldn't have all your eggs in one basket. You learned that as a kid. Most small business owners, and it's quite common that I come across small business owners that have one great big account and then they get rid of the little accounts because they're not valuable to them. It happens in our business too. I always come across brokers who get taxed on their resources of time and pivot to larger transactions because it's worth more money. And then when banking crises happen or COVID happens and they're unable to finance deals, they don't get stuff done because the only stuff that gets done is the little stuff. So yesterday, and I'm going to change the names to protect the innocent, I was in contract on a deal, perfect buyer, was paying a premium for the business way above the multiple because it was a Visa, which is very common. That's a topic for another video. And as we're going through due diligence, it turned out that the seller of the company, this is in the service sector, had two employees, father, son. First mistake, father, son, that were doing a large portion of the work. Second mistake, seller told employees that he was selling the company out of loyalty. Turns out this customer or these two employees were doing 50% of the work for the seller. That's a major concentration issue. The buyers wanted to keep the employees, but the employees literally said, we don't want to work for anybody but you. So the seller is now unable to sell the business because two employees, and by the way, this is their life savings. They want to go back overseas and return home. Now they're unable to sell the business because the employees are holding them hostage. Now, the seller doesn't feel like they're holding them hostage. They feel it's an emotional issue and they're worried and they're emotionally attached to it. My response was, I don't care. My obligation is to the seller in this circumstance to get the best outcome for them, and a large portion of their retirement benefits is now at risk because of an employee. When I said that, the seller said, well, you got to understand he's been through this before. I said, I understand that, but I also understand that he put himself in a position where he's working in an industry where this happens because he'd been through it before. He knew that it was risk, and he too shouldn't have all of his eggs in one basket. I'm not in any way, shape, or form saying he shouldn't have the ability to say no to work. It's a right to work state. But sellers, for the love of Mary, do not give the inmates the keys. The inmates having the keys, time and time again, whether it be a key manager, concentration of revenue, concentration of work being performed, or concentration of skill, or concentration of licenses, is a deal killer and will make it next to impossible for someone to sell it. So if you have any questions on this, give me a call, 321-287-0349, or visit me at yourfloridabusinessbroker.com. Have a good one.